Why is it that bees circle flowers prior to pollination efforts? This is a question that I found myself asking after I had observed bees for a bit. These small insects could be seen walking around a circle around the base of the flower that they're on, leaving shortly afterwards, or choosing to pollinate the flower. I had to figure out what the purpose was as to why they did this. For causation, which is one of the basic hows, how does the bee choose the flower to walk around? I hypothesize that the reason for this lies in the olfactory glands, as suggested by Chitika and Rain in 2006. They claim that bees use olfactory perception to remember which flowers they visited and which ones rewarded them with more nectar. As for development, how do bees learn how to do this? As Leonard and Mazik suggest in 2014, bees may learn this behavior and develop it because of multisensory structures which lie in their bodies. It helps them to compare flowers during the circling behavior and remember which ones produce more nectar and which ones produce less. They are born with these structures from the larval stage. For third, evolution, bees may have evolved this behavior because it helps them to forage more successfully and it increases their productivity in foraging efforts. Flowers in nature can expend more energy to produce more nectar, which rewards pollinators for actually pollinating the plant's flowers, as found by Nauer and Scheist in 2014. Now, because of this, bees are able to go around and collect more nectar based on which flowers produce more nectar for pollinators to harvest. Because of this, it is a rewarding behavior for bees, and evolution favors it more. On to function. This behavior allows for bees to bring back more nectar to the hive, which is used to feed offspring, as well as bringing back more pollen, which is used in different ways throughout the hive. As Clark, Merrily, and Roberts explain in 2017, bees will circle flowers to know which have more nectar for the hive and know which flowers are more beneficial to harvest from versus the ones that have less nectar, less of a reason to pollinate. Overall, this behavior is an excellent example of a foraging technique. The bees go out, visit different flowers, measure how much nectar is in the middle of them, and then bring the nectar and pollen back to their hives to be used and eaten by all the rest of the bees. This behavior appears to be a way, specifically the circling, to find which flowers are more beneficial to pollinate and harvest from versus the ones that are less beneficial to them as a whole. In conclusion, the reason that I hypothesize bees exhibit this circling behavior of flowers is so that they are able to determine which flowers contain more nectar, as provided by the plant itself, versus which ones have less. The benefit to doing this, while it does cost more energy to walk around the flower, is that they are able to figure out which are more beneficial to harvest from and collect more nectar.